guys, welcome to another episode of TMI with Maiekayla. And today I have two very special people in the room. So you guys already seen Virusy last time, but we have another guest in the room. Give it up for Rocky.
Yay.
Yes.
Oh, that's really loud.
So Rocky is one of the beauty queens that I was also mentoring back in 2-3 years ago.
Something like that.
Yeah, that's when we first met. Anyways, I just had my grand opening and everybody met each other over there. So we're going to have some ate talks, okay? So for those who don't know what ate means, it's like older sister or older sister, right? But I'm not related to any of them. So anyways, all right, you guys. So we have these two today. They're going to ask me questions and I will give my best advice. So... But as I say, not as I do. Okay.
Oh, okay.
So, all right, ready. Okay. I guess we could start with Rocky.
Okay.
Your first question, girl.
First question. What do you wish you had known when you were my age?
Oh, what I wish I would have known. That's a really good question. What would I wish? What is the question?
What? Where'd it go? Hold on. What do you wish you had known when you were my age?
More like financial resources. If I always say, like, if I had the same amount of money that I had before, I wish I understood real estate more and like everything I needed to do to prep for that. Because everybody always wants to spend money on things that they want. But investment is different from the things you want, because investment is like something that's going to pay you off later. And that I wish I knew more about real estate before, because I would have been more prepared. But now look at me. So, okay. All right. So that was a good question. I want to ask that to you too. Okay. What is something that you wish you knew before?
Something that before now?
Yeah.
Oh. I do not know, because I don't know. The question was for you for when you're my age. I know, but I'm now my age.
Okay, well, do you want to respond to that question?
Sorry, what was the question again?
My gosh, what would you wish? Oh my gosh, what would a washer? What is it? What would you wish that?
What do you wish you had known? Well, for you, it's when you were my age. So I guess, what do you wish you had known now?
No, what is something? Because I mean, okay, I don't believe in like people are smart because of their age. I believe that people are wise because of experiences. Mm-hmm. So maybe there's something that you knew now that you wish that you knew before.
Oh, okay. Well, for me, for boxing, it's probably eating, like the weight cuts. Because if I knew there was weight cuts, I probably would have been doing something else. I'm not gonna lie, because weight cuts is kind of a struggle.
Oh, it's not fun.
Oh, it's not fun at all.
But you guys cannot box or something?
So if you don't make the weight, you can't fight. So
yeah, we'll get with the system then.
Yeah,
Cyrus, let's go.
Like for wrestling, when I did jiu-jitsu, I literally like soaked. I had to sweat it out, and I was there in like a full-on sweatsuit until I got on the mat. And then when I did wrestling, I don't know why, but when I did wrestling, it was a lot harder for me to keep weight, which is weird because I had kept weight before, but it was a lot harder. So I was bumping weight classes so that I could actually go, because like for wrestling, one, you're paying a lot of money and it's the whole entire day for these events. So we're there at like 7 o'clock to like 8 o'clock at night.
Oh my gosh, my body would be cramping.
Are not fun. I had to bump classes so that my mom wasn't wasting money sitting there watching me do nothing.
So actually I have a question. It's kind of off topic a little bit, but since you guys are both athletes, and how do you guys feel about like other genders competing with you in that same category or something?
No.
You said no.
Okay, well, because for me, when I did jiu-jitsu, I was like training against guys and girls. Like I bumped belts in like 6 months. Wow. Because I was training like twice every single time I went. So I would do the kids classes and then I would do adult classes. So I was like 100 pounds getting thrown around by like these really big guys, and it was a lot. But for volleyball, at a certain age, they make you play against the guy teams during club volleyball because of like development and whatever. I forgot that, but like because that's why a lot of people reclass too, is because puberty reasons or whatever.
Okay, yeah, that makes sense actually.
It's just like you would do better if you had more time in it, I guess. But yeah, so it was not fun for me because I had to go against guy teams.
Okay, so you felt like that wasn't a good
because it's not really
slot,
fair, and like biology wise, guys are just genetically
stronger.
yeah.
Yeah. Okay, good response. You
Um,
ever punched a girl?
I say no because, yeah, like she said, biology wise, guys are kind of like stronger,
Advanced
but
than us,
more,
yeah.
more advanced. But they can go for it. I mean,
You get knocked out. Come on, bring it.
but I mean, if they could prove the guys wrong, I mean, why not?
Let me tell you guys, okay, so this is one time I thought I could like, I thought it was so strong, okay? And I was like so cocky. No, girl. So I was trying to like box this guy. Oh no, I got knocked out. You don't understand, I got knocked out. But okay, I got what I asked for. But anyways, so that was, thank you for your guys' answers. Because I know that's like such a touchy topic as well. So good job.
And like with the whole like them being stronger thing too, when I was doing jiu-jitsu, I had to like maneuver and do different things because I couldn't overpower them to get.
But did you feel
off.
proud of
I
yourself?
did feel very.
Yeah.
I felt very proud because all the guys would like it was me and one other girl, my friend Jackie, and we would constantly like get in trouble because my coach was like, "Why do you guys keep going with each other?" It's because none of the guys wanted to roll with us.
Aww.
So we had no choice but to spar with each other because no one else wanted.
Aw.
Which I felt very accomplished.
Because I feel like if you go against, even if I lose, okay, and I went against a guy, I feel like, oh, that was like pretty ballsy of me to do this.
I had
you know
a
what I'm
guy
saying?
tell my older brother because my older brother did it too, and at the time I was like 12. But I have very like bony arms. I don't have a lot of muscle. All my muscles in my legs. I did a lot of.
They say that girls are stronger
Yes.
on your lower body
Yeah.
than guys.
So when I did jiu-jitsu, I sucked at takedowns, which is also why I wasn't the greatest at wrestling, because wrestling is like the complete opposite of what I'm good at in jiu-jitsu. But I had a guy one time, and he went to go. I had just trained with him, and then we switched partners, and he went with my older brother, and then he was like, "Man, that girl, like I can't submit her. I don't know. I can't do anything. Like she's kind of scary." Like, and my brother was just like, "Oh yeah, that's my sister." He was like, "Really? How old is she?" He was like, "She's like 12."
How do you feel about like guys? If you were against a guy, how do you feel about them like being a little easy on you because you're a girl?
I don't know. I don't think anybody did that one. But I would prefer not, because then like it's easier for me to figure out how to get out of it.
Yeah, I got you out of a situation.
Yeah. So like during when I did jiu-jitsu, some of the things like it's more points, like if you depending on where you are. So if like you're in mount, that's more points for competition. But if I was going with a guy, I'm not strong enough, I can't push them off of me or like flip us over to get out of it. I legit would just like try to lift as much weight as possible and slide out underneath.
Oh, smart. I think it's just technique. I feel like especially with jiu-jitsu and wrestling, I feel like it's more technique than anything.
Yeah.
And then I feel like with boxing, well, I don't want to say the wrong thing, we got a professional boxer in the house, right? Oh, I feel like it's also strength, but also like fast, like speed, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But that's also technique as well.
It's a lot of quick thinking. That's the funny thing too, because when I did wrestling, my coaches knew that I did jiu-jitsu, and he was like, "Good job, you're doing great, like you're thinking about it, but wrestling is just brute force, so don't think, just push." And I was like, I can't do that, I don't have muscle.
Okay, well, these are really good questions. All right, so that's question number one. Question number two, your turn.
All right.
Think fast. Come on.
Sorry, I talk a lot.
No, you're good. You're good.
What are the most important lessons you've learned in life?
I say these are also like regrets, but that I wish that I could redo stuff. I guess number one lesson that I've learned was have to be in dating. I would always say, or something, I feel like this is something that is always said, but I also feel like I failed at doing. So basically they always say like put God first. I failed at putting God first, and I always end up in like really bad situations in my love life because of that. And with that being said, I think what's very important if you're dating Okay, girl to girl really quick. Okay, if you notice like the guys, the ones that they always end up with are the ones that's completely different from all the other girls that they ended up with or that they were with in the past. You with me? So with that being said, one thing that I one of my mistakes back then is I would do the same things that the other girls that their type would do. You know what I'm saying? Like if the girls in the past like would dress a certain way, I would kind of start dressing like that. That's some insecure shit. So don't do that again, okay? But I'm just saying, if there's one thing I wish that I was solid on putting God first. Because I feel like when you put God first and you prioritize that, you give the people what they need. You know what I'm saying? And that's like in any relationship, friendship, like anybody. Because your authentic self, it will serve the right way to the right people. The second thing is how many lessons you need. How many lessons you want. So that's the first lesson. Lesson number 2, and I would like, this is I guess for you guys as well, getting into where you guys are at. You guys are going to be hanging out with a lot of older people. My lesson would probably be, values are the same no matter which circle you're in, whether you're in front of a bunch of cameras or whether you're with people who are broke. Like the values are still the same. So one thing I would say is like, don't be scared to speak up on it. Even if like your boss or something is doing something that's against those values, like those values are still gonna remain the same no matter what. And the Bible always says like anybody who tests the principles of the Bible, well, don't say in these words, but they'll eat their words, you know. I don't know what the verse says, but it's gonna come back at you. So I those are the main ones. And anybody who tries to test it, like I've seen everybody eat their words, whether like everybody who done me wrong, I've seen them eat their words without me having to go after them. So that's how I know I'm covered by the grace of God. But those are the lessons that I've learned that I'm still training myself today to keep doing. Yeah. All right, next question.
Oh, I got a big old list. Okay.
A big list, girl.
Yeah, because I was just like, yeah. What's something that you've learned about time or patience?
Well, I don't got time or patience, girl. So there's not much I learned. Because first, I'm always late. Actually, you guys, I was late today for today's recording. Well, okay, maybe nobody else is. I don't think other people will agree with me on this, but you can't prioritize everything. What you're going to prioritize are the stuff that's important to you. So that's what you're going to make time for. And it may not be the same for everybody else. Like, for example, like I would prioritize my family. So meaning I would drop whatever I'm doing and I'm okay with dropping whatever I'm doing to go to my family. Even like it sounds silly to other people, like, oh, you're going to drop this client just so you could go to like your little cousin's basketball game. Yeah, I would, you know. And so other people would tell me like, you got to get your priorities straight. You got to manage your time better. Well, not all of us has the same priorities. And that's what I started to learn or started to realize. Like other people, like they could prioritize their job, which is great. But if I have a different priority, we're not going to align on the same timing of stuff. So that's I don't know if that's, do whatever you want with that, girl. If you missed something, that's on you. But I hope that answered it. I think we could fit one more question. Go ahead.
Okay. Did you have a role model and what did they teach you?
I don't like that question. I feel like there's people I always look up to, but they were never my role model, because I feel like once I start getting to know the people on top, you start realizing, oh, they're regular people as well, and they have their own weaknesses and they have their own insecurities. And I just feel like I have a version of myself that I want to be, and that's my role model. Okay. I don't know if you could be your own role model, but I feel like those are my goals. Like, okay, do I want to, for example, if I want to be like fit, and like there's people in like each round, I'm like, okay, I'm going to follow what they're doing so I could look like that or get to that level. But I feel like I never had a role model. It's just me. All right, you guys, any last words? We're going to close this up. No?
Then we're good.
You're good?
Okay, yeah.
Okay, he said then we're good. You don't talk no more.
Yeah, because I just keep talking, so I feel like I should not talk as much. So
no,
we
this
don't
is
run
good.
over.
This is good. All right, guys. You guys could find Cyrus where?
Cyrus _the_ virus on Instagram.
Perfect. And then Rocky.
Mine is just my name, or my actual name. Rocky's a nickname. Sophia.Raquel. But I'll spell it because it's spell fun. It's SOPHIAH.RACQUELLE.
All right, you guys. Until next time. Bye.